Here we go again. Chelsea are already planning for a huge summer transfer window, and a new name has entered the picture. Club Brugge star Aleksandar Stankovic. According to HLN, Chelsea are among the clubs showing serious interest in the 20-year-old, who has been one of the standout young performers in European competition this season. Arsenal are also said to be watching closely, while Inter Milan, Stankovic's former club, still hold a £20 million buyback clause after letting him leave last summer. That alone tells you everything you need to know about how highly rated this kid is across Europe. But who exactly is Aleksandar Stankovic? Why are Chelsea interested? And more importantly, does he actually make sense for this Chelsea squad that already feels overloaded with midfielders? Let's break it all down. First, let's talk about the bigger picture. Chelsea didn't sign anyone in January, and while that raised a few eyebrows, it was never really a sign of inactivity behind the scenes. The club is expected to be aggressive again in the summer window, with multiple positions under review. A centre-back, a midfielder, and an attacker are all believed to be priorities. We've already heard names being linked. In midfield, Elliot Anderson and Adam Wharton have reportedly caught Chelsea's attention. In defence, after missing out on Jeremy Jacquet, the Blues are said to be looking at Como's Jacobo Ramon and Bournemouth's Marcos Senesi. Clearly, the recruitment team is casting a wide net. Now, add Aleksandar Stankovic to that list, and suddenly, things get really interesting. Who is Aleksandar Stankovic? Stankovic is only 20 years old, but he's already built an impressive reputation at Club Brugge. After leaving Inter Milan last summer, he's wasted absolutely no time in proving that he belongs at the highest level. This season alone, he's made 36 appearances, scoring 7 goals and registering 4 assists. Numbers that are seriously impressive for a player who can operate as either a centre-back or a defensive midfielder. That versatility is key. And let's not forget, this is a player performing in European competition on big stages against serious opposition. That's where reputations are made. And that's where Chelsea scouts have clearly been paying attention. The Inter Milan buyback clause, a big twist. One of the most fascinating details in this whole story is Inter Milan's £20 million buyback clause. Think about that for a second. Inter, one of Europe's elite clubs, let him go, but only with a safety net. That usually means one thing. They believe the player could explode in value and quality, and they don't want to lose control of that future. For Chelsea, this creates both an opportunity and a challenge. On one hand, £20 million in today's market for a 20-year-old Champions League level performer is actually very reasonable. On the other hand, if Inter decide to activate that clause, they could instantly jump back into the picture and either keep him or sell him on for profit. It also means Chelsea wouldn't just be negotiating with Club Brugge. They'd have to be very aware of Inter's intentions. This could easily turn into a transfer tug-of-war. And then there's Arsenal. Yes, Arsenal are reportedly interested too, which adds that extra layer of Premier League rivalry spice. If Mikel Arteta sees Stankovic as a long-term midfield solution, you can bet Chelsea won't want to lose out, especially to a direct domestic rival. But do Chelsea actually need another midfielder? This is the big question. On paper, Chelsea already have a ridiculous number of midfield options. Enzo Fernandez, Moises Caicedo, Romeo Lavia, Dario Essugo, Andre Santos, plus various hybrid players who can operate in multiple roles. So why add another? Well, the answer becomes pretty clear when you look a little deeper. First, Enzo Fernandez and Moises Caicedo have been playing a lot of football. They are basically the engine room of this team, and the workload on both of them has been huge. Over a long season, especially with European commitments, that kind of reliance can catch up with you fast. Then there's the injury issue. Romeo Lavia and Dario Essugo have both struggled with fitness problems. Every time Chelsea look like they might finally be able to rotate properly, one or both of them end up sidelined again. That's not their fault, but it does create a serious squad planning problem. Andre Santos, meanwhile, is still young. Hugely talented, yes, but still developing, still learning, still adapting to the physical and tactical demands of top-level football in England. So when you add it all up, Chelsea are actually one injury crisis away from being dangerously thin in midfield, especially in terms of players who can both defend and build play. That's exactly where someone like Stankovic comes in. The tactical appeal of Stankovic. What makes Stankovic especially interesting is not just his age or his stats, it's his profile. He can play as a centre-back. He can play as a defensive midfielder. He can contribute goals and assists. That means he gives a coach options. Imagine a game where Chelsea want to build from the back with 3 defenders. Stankovic could step into the back line. Or imagine a match where Chelsea need more physical presence and protection in front of the defence. He can do that too. And if you're chasing a goal, he's clearly not afraid to get forward and make things happen. In modern football, that kind of tactical flexibility is gold dust. It also fits Chelsea's current squad-building philosophy. Young, versatile, high-ceiling players who can grow into multiple roles over time. The Enzo Caicedo burden. Let's be honest for a second. Enzo Fernandez and Moises Caicedo have been carrying a massive load. They are asked to defend. They are asked to progress the ball. They are asked to control tempo. They are asked to cover huge areas of the pitch. Let's stack him up against what Chelsea already have. Enzo Fernandez, elite passer, tempo setter, creative from deep, not a natural defensive shield. Moises Caicedo, ball winner, pressing monster, defensive anchor, less about goals and assists. Romeo Lavia, brilliant when fit, but availability is a concern. Dario Essugo, talented, but injury-prone and still developing. Andre Santos, high potential, but still young and inconsistent at top level. Now enter Aleksandar Stankovic, a player who can defend, cover at centre-back, play as a defensive midfielder, and still contribute offensively. He doesn't replace any of these players directly, he complements them. And that's exactly what smart squad building looks like. The Arsenal factor. Whenever Arsenal are linked with the same player as Chelsea, things get spicy. Mikel Arteta has built a side that values technical quality, positional intelligence, and versatility. All things Stankovic seems to offer. If Arsenal are genuinely interested, that suggests this isn't just hype. It suggests top-level scouts see real value here. For Chelsea, losing out to Arsenal on a player like this would sting, not just because of rivalry, but because of what it would say about the direction of both clubs' recruitment strategies. This could easily become one of those quiet transfer battles that suddenly explodes into a headline story in June or July. The £20 million question, bargain or risk? In today's market, £20 million for a 20-year-old Champions League performer with versatility and end product is, honestly, not bad at all. Of course, there's always risk. The Premier League is faster, more physical, more intense than almost any other league. Not every talented young player adapts immediately. Some never do. Aleksandar Stankovic might not be a superstar name, yet. He's not the kind of signing that breaks the internet in 5 minutes, but he is exactly the kind of player smart clubs sign before everyone else realizes how good he is. Young, versatile, productive, experienced in Europe, and available for a reasonable price. If Chelsea can beat Arsenal and stay ahead of Inter Milan's buyback plans, this could be one of those transfers we look back on and say, yeah, that's when it all started to make sense. For now, it's just a report. But don't be surprised if this story grows legs very quickly as the summer window approaches. And trust me, this is one name Chelsea fans should definitely keep an eye on. Thanks for watching. If it's your first time here, make sure you hit like and subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a breaking news.